x, we already took out 4, negative 4. And the x-intercepts, guess what? You're gonna not have to find them, but they should be complex. So with the vertex form, you can just say that they're complex and be done. Because we don't have it in standard form and we're just gonna leave it. All right, we have vertex form again. I take out the 2 and it becomes a negative. The 1 stays the same. Negative 2 up 1. My pattern is 1, 3, 5, but there's a 2 in front, so it has to double. Up 2, up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up 2, up 6. My y-intercept is already there, 0, 9. And my x-intercepts on this one, it is not touching it, which means they are complex. Domain, the x's continue in both directions because of the arrows. And the range, I check, it starts at 1 and goes all the way to positive infinity. Six, our vertex is negative 3 and negative 4. And our rate is 1, 3, 5, but because of the 2, it's going to double to 2, 6, 10. Two, 6. The y-intercept, if I wanted to find it, I could go up 10 over 1, which would be 14, or I could plug in a 0, which would be 2. 0 plus 3 is 3. 3 squared is 9, which would be 18, minus 4 is 14. Or you can just type it in your calculator. 2 parentheses 0 plus 3 squared minus 4 equals 14 for your y-intercept. X-intercepts, it does touch, but they're not whole numbers, so we are going to say that they are just complex. Oh wait, they'll just be radical form. They won't be complex, they won't have any eyes because it does touch. It's not imaginary on these ones. This one, it doesn't even touch the x-axis, that's why it's complex. It would have an eye in it. Alright, 7. The product of two consecutive odd integers is 2,915. Build a function that represents this relationship. What are two numbers? This one is the same question that's on your homework, so I'm going to let you try that one on your own. Same thing for this one. I'm going to give you a hint for this one though. For the painting, it is a rectangle, 24 by 16. The frame says that it's by x. That means that if you add on, you'd have to have an x here, and an x here, x here, x here. So it's the width. You'd have to add those x's on. So you need to find what the area is of the picture, including the frame. So you have to extend it out and find the area. All right, perform the indicated operations. H plus G. That means I need to take H, T plus 3, and I need to add it to G. T squared minus 2T. That should look familiar from review 2. So you get T plus 3 plus T squared minus 2T. T squared does not match anything. you have a positive t and a minus 2. Oops, that's minus 1t plus 3. On 10, we are multiplying them this time. So we'd have a squared minus 4a multiplied by negative 3a minus 2, distributed in. Negative 3a cubed minus 2a squared plus 12a squared, because there's two a's, plus 8 with 1a. Combine like terms, a cubed doesn't match anything. Negative 2 and positive 12 make a positive 10a squared plus 8a when we multiply the 2. On problem 11, it says we are multiplying again. So we have 2t cubed minus 5t times negative t minus 3. Multiply it in. Negative 2 with a total of 4 t's this time. Wow. Negative 3 and 2 make negative 6 with a total of just 3 t's. Negative 5 times negative is a positive 5 with 2 t's. And negative 5 and negative 3 make positive 15 with 1 t. 4, 3, 2, nothing. Done. I can't combine anything. On 12, it wants us to subtract. So I have 2n squared minus 4 plus 2n. Subtract g. So I'd have 2n squared minus 4 plus 2n minus n minus 4. N squared doesn't match with anything. 2n and 1n. 2 minus 1 is 1 left over. Negative 4 and negative 4 make a negative 8. Alright, state whether the following functions are showing growth or decay. For growth or decay, you look at what it is being multiplied by. So because it is 0.95, that means that because it's below 1, it is decay. And on this one, it's 1.07, which means it is growth. Now, if you had to say how much it is decaying by, this one is decaying by how far away is it from 100? So this is 95 is 5 away, so it's decaying by 5%. Or 0.05 if you don't want to write it as a percent. This one is a growth, but from 100, it's going to grow by 7% or 0.07 because it's that much over 100%. All right, the deer population P in Forest Preserve T years after 2005 can be estimated using the function. Here's our function. What is the yearly rate of change for the population? All right, so we look at the rate. It is decay because this is not at 100%, it's below it. So it is 8 away from being 100. So it's decaying by 8% each year.